Welcome to Hope and Help for the Single Mom. This is our segment of Eric's top 8 best practices for a single mom to do. And Eric, this is number 4. I'll review the first 3 for you. Don't let your children sit in front of the TV and computer. Get them out and get them involved. How important it is to be in a structured environment, a place with teachers or coaches and such that can help. And the ability to let them make their own friends. And number 4, Eric, you said teach your children to respect you.
Yeah, and it's a massive thing, especially coming from a guy's perspective. Respect is really what we endure and enjoy the most, and it all comes back to me. Again, my personal story is involved with sports, but with those sports, I had to respect my coaches, and if I didn't respect them, I wasn't either playing or I was running my butt off until I couldn't run anymore. And ultimately, by me respecting my coaches and learning how to trust in them and then them trusting me, ultimately helped me respect you more. By when you asked me to do the dishes, I was like, oh crap, I don't want to run in the aspect, so I'm going to do the dishes and help you out. And then that ultimately helped me out by realizing that I was doing more around the house and helping out more, which would make life easier for you, which then ultimately made life easier for me. So again, it was kind of a win-win for both of us, and I helped you out, and then you helped me out by not giving me such a hard time, by not counting to 3, but counting to 1, and then I would get in trouble. So respect is everything, coming from a guy's perspective at least, but I know it just made life so much easier for you guys as well too.
Yeah, and I remember when you were little, I was so tired and exhausted. You know, everyone says give them to the count of 3. It's like, I don't have time to count to 3. And I told Eric, I said, you know, you get to the count of 1 because I don't have time for anything more. But I did want to teach him that respect, and I did need him to listen and help immediately. But also, if I never taught you that, you know, I think that you wouldn't even. I think my theory behind that was if you can't listen to me and do things.
Yeah.
When I've told you to do that, you will never be able to immediately do what God says for you to do. You know,
yeah.
If God tells you to do something, you have to learn to be able to do that immediately. There's a blessing in that. And so if you can't respect me or be obedient to me, you would never be obedient to God. Right. So that was my main point out of that. But in turn, you know, you did learn a lot of things, and you really did come to the point where you knew you were helping me around the house. I'll never forget one time I asked you to do something and you were like, oh, Mom, and I just remember my shoulders just sank, you know, and you're like, what's wrong? I'm like, Eric, I'm so tired, I'm exhausted. You know, I have to do this all by myself every day, and I could just see your face drop. You're like, wow, like it really hits you. Yeah. And you just said, you know what, whatever you need me to do, Mom, I'm doing it, I'm there, and let's just get this done together. So you tried to make life easier for me too in the situation. So yeah,
and that's not me trying to be the father role or the extra parent. That was just me simply helping out my mom because your son or your daughter cares a lot about you. And also I like how these points kind of feed off of each other. So the main thing it always kind of leads back to is getting your kids involved. If you get them involved, those teachers and coaches are there to teach them respect, but it kind of falls off of your shoulders as well too, where you've taught me respect, but they're really ingraining it into me, and then everything just kind of flows together.
Everything starts in your own home. I'm passionate about that. We can't rely on these things. It needs to start in your own home, but I think it takes it to another level when other people get involved like that. So Correct. It really helps ingrain it more. So great. Well, good. Well, I hope that point has helped you. If you would like to order a copy of my book, Hope and Help for the Single Mom, or Eric's book, Hope and Help for Teens Being Raised by a Single Parent, please visit my website at hope4singlemoms.com. Stay tuned for number 5.